from the media.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm real proud of our team, our players, all that they've been through this year, obviously with the COVID and all that, but also, to only lose 2 games in this league is tough to do. And, I see some of the teams that have more losses than that, and they're really good teams. Okay. Really good teams. I don't think the seeding mattered at all in this tournament, because you're going to have, in our case, if you are able to have success, you're going to have 3 really tough games if you're able to win those games. So it doesn't really matter who it is, you're going to be challenged. So, again, I'm proud that our kids were able to be consistent for the most part. We had a couple of bumps in the road, but still proud of what they've been able to do.
Coach, your first question is going to come from Justin Williams. Justin, go ahead with your question.
Coach, because you get that double bye, you don't really know your opponent until the quarter or the Thursday games or Wednesday games are played. But how do you prepare not knowing your opponent leading up to that? Do you kind of prepare for both before, or do you wait until you know who your opponent's going to be?
Yeah, I think, we'll have a couple of days of practice this week here at home. And I think we'll look at tendencies of those 2 possible opponents and try to work on things that you feel like may give you trouble, or things that you maybe haven't handled well, or things that you haven't seen lately. So I think you'll do some of that, definitely. And then obviously you'll concentrate on yourself as well and trying to clean things up here down the stretch.
Thanks.
Your next question will come from Aaron Beard. Aaron, go ahead with your question.
Hey, Wes.
Hey.
Last year was the first time in a long time for you guys in terms of winning a tournament championship. And this year you guys played with, that title, you were carrying that as the reigning tournament champion. You were highly ranked all year. Is there a different feel this year when you go in and you've had that breakthrough moment? Is it a different challenge to try to win a second for you?
No, I don't really think so. Every year's a new year, every team's a new team. And we know every game's going to come down to a possession or 2, and that's what you have to focus on, is being as good as you can in each possession and play as hard as you can in each of those. Somebody said, well, does that put more pressure because you won it last year? I don't really think so. In fact, I think it could work in reverse. At least we know we can do it. You go in with that confidence that, hey, we've been able, we know our routine, we know our preparation, the process we go through that week, we know it can work. But we also know it's tough. And so I think it'll be, very similar, except for maybe hopefully we'll have confidence, but we know that, like I said, all those games, that's the tough part too about having a double bye. Your first game is going to be a really tough game. And I think that people that have already played before, got a game under their belt, I think it's definitely to their advantage in the first half to have had that game and get it out of the way, get the tournament jitters over. Obviously the double bye helps you if you are able to win and keep playing. It can help you down the stretch of the tournament, but you got to get there first. So, we know we're going to have, like I said, no matter who it is, we're going to have a big challenge.
Your next question will come from Alex Sawyer. Go ahead with your question, Alex.
Yeah, Wes, you guys have obviously been playing, in a mostly empty stadium apart from just family. Now you get to go to Greensboro where there are going to be some fans in the building. And that's a place where the last couple of years has been really almost like a hometown crowd for you guys. How exciting is that to be able to go into that and get to play in front of some of the NC State fans now?
Yeah, I just had a meeting a little while ago with our administration about that. I know we've tried to pick up some extra tickets and that sort of thing. So it won't be like it was last year when I think in the championship game there was 8,000 people there and at least 7,000 were wearing red. It's not going to be like that, but it'll be it will be better than what we've had leading up to now, as far as having some fans there and maybe bringing a little bit extra energy. But you still have to go out there as a team and make your own energy. So But it'll be great to have some people there, and I think our fans definitely give us an added boost.
Your next question will come from James Henderson. James, go ahead with your question.
Hey, Wes, hope you're doing well today. I wanted to ask you about Liz Kittley. I know you had a chance to see a lot of her in high school and on the AAU circuit. She played on the same team as Alyssa. Can you just go in depth on her improvements you've seen from watching her and how they may have benefited from playing against each other?
Oh yeah, I think again, I think she's improved tremendously. The little step back move, step back fadeaway, I think is hard to defend. And she's just a year. It's just so tough your freshman year, I think, to go from high school to this level, the ACC level or whatever. So I think she's definitely benefited from that and going against better players every day in practice. But her and Elisa are really tight friends and have gone head to head against each other growing up and all in their practices, or in high school they played on different teams. So I think they know each other well, and obviously we tried to recruit Liz, but I think she also understood we had Elisa already here a year ahead of her, and I think both of them probably knew that they might have to go their own ways or whatever. And but she's a problem. She's somebody you definitely have to prepare for and hope you can slow her down just a little bit.
Thanks, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Time for one more question. Brett Freelander, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, Wes, I know you have said that the seedings don't matter when it comes to the bracket and all. But you guys are ranked number 2 in the nation. You've got wins over 2 number 1 teams. And yet you've got bracketologists have you as a 2 seed, and you're the 2nd seed here. Is that any kind of motivation for your players, or are your kids beyond all that?
Yeah, we don't really talk about that stuff a whole lot, to be honest with you. We lost a couple of games, so we had our opportunities. Not having, we had the 2 schools that opted out, and they were in our pod, so we lost 4 games there. That hurt us as far as the regular season opportunities and things like that. But really, when you think about it in the national bracket, what's the difference between the number 1 and the number 2 seed? I don't think it'll matter a whole lot. It just means if you do make it all the way and meet each other, you're the one in dark uniforms. But I don't think it weighs a lot. So it's all about us and being the best version of NC State we can be, and then let the chips fall where they may. So we just, this will be a big week, as far as if you really are concerned about the national seedings. This is going to be a big challenge coming up right here. When you go to the ACC tournament and you're facing great teams all week. So, that's what we got to focus on, is doing the best we can over there this weekend.
Thanks a lot and best of luck.
Thank you, Brett.
Coach, that's all the time we have for you today. Thanks so much for joining us, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
Next, we'll be joined by Notre Dame head coach Neil